Live.
We're live, mister.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, thank you, and welcome to the Almont Community Schools Board of Education regular meeting for July 27, 2026. We will call this meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Burrow, you do roll call, please.
Absolutely. Mr. Wade. Here. Mr. Burrow here. Mr. Burns.
Here.
Mr. Otarius.
Here.
Miss Ankley.
Yeah.
Mr. Eckert.
Here.
Miss Smith.
Here.
We have all 7 members present.
Thank you, Mr. Burrow. Adoption of the agenda. Mr. Wood, are there any additions?
We have one addition tonight. Under B policy, we need to add D new position. So again, under B policy, we need to add D new position.
Any deletion?
No.
Any amendment?
Nope.
That will bring us to communication. Mr. Wood.
We would like to have Mr. Rose, the trap team coach, provide us some highlights about the wonderful things happening with the trap team. So Mr. Rose, turn it over to you. Yes, please.
First, I want to say thank you for having us and thank you for the acknowledgement of having the Almont Trap team out here this evening. We started back in 2025. I was asked to give a little bit of a history to the team, even though it's 2 years old, and then some of our accomplishments. So just to give everybody an idea, this all started back in 2007 with the Minnesota High School Clay Target League. There's only 30 shooters and 3 teams at that time frame. Armada and Richmond schools were part of the original 8 schools in Michigan back in 2016. So they're celebrating their 10th year this year with the Michigan Clay League. Then in 2018, the U.S. Clay League was launched, combining multiple states. At the time, there was only 4 states back in 2018. The USA Clay Target League now has over 40,000 high school participants with just over 2,000 teams across the United States. It is the fastest growing sport in the country. Safety is our top priority, and other than being the fastest growing sport, it's also the safest in relation to injury reporting. The liability insurance for the team is handled through the league's registration fee. All the coaching staff are class certified through the league, and all the students are certified by either the league SAFE program or DNR's Hunter Safety. This year, Coach Rick Troop and myself took some extra training to become NRA range safety officers, along with our existing RSO, Eric Glosser, to help increase our knowledge base for the team and help support our club. Our home field is the Lapeer County Sportsman's Club. They have been extremely helpful to us volunteers in making all this happen. They also offer reduced cost to the kids so they can be able to shoot. This past year, we also formed a 501c3 booster program, as our club is 100% self-funded and 100% volunteer effort. The Almont Trap, again, formed in 2025. We were the 100th team for the state of Michigan. This year, they have grown to 147 teams. So that's quite a growth in just 1 year. The Michigan Clay League has 2 seasons each year, spring and fall. Spring season is the only season that has the state and national tournaments, of which we are allowed to offer a high school letter to our students for those in the high school. Thank you, board, for letting me make that happen. Our team also competes in many self-run local tournaments put on by individual teams and clubs. Our most recent was the new BWAC Pulverized Invitational that was created back in 2025. At the time, we had 7 teams. With Algonac leaving, obviously that's changing. That event was also partially funded by our club, Lapeer County Sportsman's Club. Most teams are formed with hopefully the league minimum of 5, maybe 8 or 10 students. When we started in 2026, we had 2025, we had 26 members. And we are the smallest team in the largest division. This offers some complexity, added coaching challenges, and much stiffer competition. To give you an idea, for the 2026 state tournament, our varsity squad came in 17th place with an overall point score of 449 points, whereas if we were in the smaller division, we would have came in third. Our JV squad came in fifth, and they would have came in second place. Honestly, it's fine for us as Almont thrives at competition. It's only making us better. One of the benefits of our league is that we have no bench warmers. Everybody participates. Our team is comprised of football, baseball, soccer, cheer, band, robotics. The list is long, along with many kids that don't participate in anything after school, except for now trap. For our weekly and state competitions, the kids compete as individuals and as a team, much like how track works. They are segmented by their averages and can earn awards in each novice, JV, and varsity division. The students can also earn patches for 25, 50, 75, and 100 straight perfect rounds through the season and at states. As an example, Shane Rose earned a 25 patch and Blake Boyer earned a 50 patch at the state tournament. To give you an idea on our growth of our team, back in 2025, for 50 points or 50 rounds, our average was 23.5 as a team, meaning that we missed more than half of the shots out there. For 2026 is a 40% increase as a team, and we're up to 32.7 per 50. In 2025, we only had 2 kids shooting a varsity average, one of which graduated and has come back to be a coach. That's Eli McConnell. The other one is still shooting with us. For 2028, we have 8 varsity shooters now. So some huge growth that we're seeing. As I'm wrapping up, let's move on to our most recent and last competition of the spring season. That's the U.S. Clay Target League National Tournament in Mason, Michigan. It was an experience hard to put in words, although I'll give it a shot. That pun was intended. So there was over 3,000 shooters that weekend. What'd they say? 1.6 million shots taken. There was 26 states represented. So for our nationals, we can only take our top shooters, and that's only if they qualify. We had 7 that qualified for the team squad: Shane Rose, Jackson Kozik, Logan Campbell, Emerson McConnell, and Blake Boyer. Carly Johnson and Garrett Conger were our reserve shooters and practiced with the team. There was only 240 teams that made it to nationals, and we were one of them. Not only were we one of them, we were one of 37 representing Michigan. By Monday, we qualified to be one of the only 80 to make it to the qualifying round on Monday because of how we shot. And there was only 8 Michigan teams representing. We were one of them. For the individuals that were there was 1,800 out of the 40,000 plus kids shooting across the United States. Only 400 moved on to Sunday's round. Shane Rose and Jackson Kozik qualified as individuals, with Jackson making to the final round. He shot a 95 out of 100. The cutoff score was 95. Stiff competition. They actually have to go backwards to how long ago you missed to tie break. You had 23 in a row to stay in there. To give you a level of the competition our kids are at this event, on Sunday for the individual round, there were 16 kids that shot a perfect 100-round score that went into multiple overtime shoots. To make it through the qualifiers as a team, we shot 464 points, which was 15 points better than we did at states, and only due to all the extra practice our 7 put in. That's an average round of 92.8 out of 100 per shooter. For reference, only one of the squad was a varsity shooter last year. All these kids are new. For the weekend, we had 5 personal records, with Blake Boyer shooting the highest score of a 98 out of 100. As a team, we had 7 25 straight rounds between Jackson, Emerson, and then Shane and Blake, who also shot multiple 49s that came real close to another 50. We also had 20 24s, or almost perfect rounds, as a team. Just a year ago, we were happy to only hit maybe 20 per kid, if we're lucky. So my goal as head coach is to get even more of our teammates to qualify for nationals next year, and as a team, for sure, make it to Sundays. Again, there are no bench warmers on the Almont trap team, although it does take a lot of extra practice to make it to the top tier of our sport. Best of all, with our current teammates, each one of these kids could do it. It's just going to take practice, practice, practice. They all have the talent. It's just going to take the time and effort. So one thing I ask that you do is pass the word. Fall season is quickly approaching. We are actually going to have a meeting here this Monday, if we can still get the building at 6 p.m. If you could let everybody know, we will get the word out as well to pass it for our fall season. Fall is a little bit relaxed. There is no big tournaments. And it's a little bit shorter of a season, but it's a great time for people to get a feel of if trap's their thing. And it's a great time to get these kids to practice. All right. And we had 24 kids in the spring, so this is only a small segment. I also want to thank Mike Boyer, our coach, Rick Troopers here, Scott Conger, who is also leading the youth football handout, Eli McConnell, who couldn't be here, and Eric Losser, who is our other RSO. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we have the coach and the coaches and the students come up so we can get a picture, please, with the board?
Sure.
Up there, right?
Yeah, come on up.
So who's the big, yeah, big?
Yeah. I.
You're doing his breakfast job.
Right there.
Everybody wants to participate in the
You guys are doing awesome. This is so cool. Good job. And keep up the great work. That's amazing. Good sport. Art. I love it.
Yeah. They get to shoot in. How do you want it?
No.
Back?
You guys see how I got
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll be on the end.
it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is gonna be a tough.
Yeah.
You want me to slide in? Okay.
Someone say shoot it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can put you in that great in the end, make it look official. Thanks, guys. Hey, no problem. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, coaches.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I know, I'll be up there Thursday bidding on something for one of the kids. All right. Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so much.
Come on out. Like I said, we try to encourage everybody to come out and check it out. So.
Okay, that will bring us to our first questions and comments pertaining to the agenda. Would anybody in the audience like to be recognized at this time? Anybody on the board?
I was just saying as they were approaching, but I'll put it on record, like, that's impressive. I do shoot a lot. I don't get a score nearly that high most of the time. So it is very impressive what they do.
You're doing great. Okay, see what the future brings.
Yeah.
Anybody else? That'll bring us to the consent agenda. Approval of bills payable and financial report.
Mrs. Smith.
Mr. Ray,
I move the Board of Education approve the bills payable and the financial reports as proposed by administration and reviewed by the Finance Committee as follows. June 23rd, 2026 through July 15th, 2026 disbursements. General fund total, $588,348.23. School lunch fund, $5,523.04. Student activity fund, $21,608.22. 2014 sinking fund, $16,251.12. Subtotal, $631,730.61. ACH wire transactions, June 23rd, 2026 through July 15th, 2026, $1,294,846.46. Edu staff, $4,581.78. Health Equity, HSA, $25,291.58. Credit card, BMO, $28,597.57. Health insurance, $135,706.15. Total funds spent, $2,120,754.15. Check numbers and voided checks as listed below. Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Please make sure that you take a moment to acknowledge our Orchard Primary, Middle School, High School, and Athletic Student Activity Account Report. And that will bring us to new business for reports, the superintendent report.
Thank you, President Smith. We kind of hit on this at the work session a little bit, but overall, it's been a very positive start with a warm welcome from the Almont board, community, staff, and students. I'm excited to continue meeting and working with more of you. And I would like to give a special thank you to Ms. Merrifield and Ms. Lebrowski. They have helped me with so many questions, and so we've become a close-knit team real quickly in central office. So thank you to those two in particular. We do have a very important vote coming up. The non-homestead millage renewal is scheduled for August 4th. We have utilized a variety of means to communicate with the community, emphasizing that this is a renewal which provides funding for classroom instruction, student support services, school safety and security, transportation and technology, extracurricular and athletic opportunities, and building operations and maintenance. All the information is posted on the district website, and a mailer was sent home. I met with the Tri-City Times and the county press to discuss the renewal. Also, President Smith provided additional information to them as well. We have started to repost the videos on our social media platforms. We will send a message to the community with a link to the website again on August 3rd. Making progress in that area. Summer school is wrapping up this week. Summer school has been running from July 6th through the 30th at the OP and middle school. We've had a total of 104 students participating in grades K through 8. Students are in attendance Monday through Thursday from 8 to 12:30 with transportation being provided as well as breakfast and lunch. Students receive instruction in ELA and math and also have a 15-minute recess break. Pre and post assessments are given to each student to monitor progress during the session. Overall, summer school is going very well. We do have a number of positions that we're in the process of analyzing, posting, and filling. Facilities director position has been posted with first round interviews tentatively scheduled for August 10th. We're in the process of posting the director of student success position. We do have good news that I met with the candidate for the middle school special education position, and she has accepted the position. She will be on the August agenda for board approval. First grade at the OP, I'm in the process of reviewing numbers at the Orchard Primary to determine our direction moving forward with that position. Anytime a teacher resigns or retires, we always want to take a look to make sure we're maintaining proper staff to student ratio. And then just an update on summer cleaning. The custodial crew has been working hard and making good progress this year, getting our buildings prepped for the upcoming year. The OP has been completed and will be touch-ups at the end of summer. The high school, they finished up the high school last week and are finishing up some waxing. Middle school is up next with anticipated cleaning time of 2 weeks. And then the last 2 weeks before school starts is just some buffer time to ensure the buildings are ready for opening day. I also wanted to provide an update on the OP heat tape. So on July 5th, as teachers were preparing for summer school, they noticed a burning smell and contacted our facilities director. After arriving, he agreed the smell was out of the ordinary and called 911 to have the fire department dispatched. Upon completing of the building inspection, it was determined that a heat tape wire had shortened burn, causing the smell. We would like to thank both the Almont and Elmont City Fire Departments for assisting. Since then, representatives from the restoration company ServPro were out to assess the needs. They will be cleaning any areas identified by the soot test. The engineer has completed their investigation, and we are all cleared to use that area again. And then lastly, we have our staff professional development days coming up on August 19th and 20th. August 19th will be a teacher work day. August 20th, we will have our new CKLA training in the morning for K-5. And once we get the building principals in place, we will begin planning for the remainder of that. And that's all I have for this month. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll bring us to policy, resignation.
Resignations. Resignations, retirement under personnel, reasons for consideration by the Board of Education. The Board of Education may agree to a resignation, retirement at any time after a placement suitable to the school administration and the board is obtained, provided that the circumstances underlying the resignation retirement are valid in the opinion of the board and warrant such for replacement. Facts. We have 3 resignations this month. One was Mr. Jason Frederick, who was our maintenance facilities director. The second was Ms. Gina Sawajek. How did I do that time? Wait. Thank you. Who was our first grade teacher. And then the third was Ms. Stephanie Howie, who was our director of student success. And this was recommended by committee 3-0.
Mrs. Smith?
Mr. Eckert,
I move the Board of Education accept the resignations of Jason Frederick, Gina Schwake, and Stephanie Howe. Support.
motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We bring us to new hires.
New hires, so approval of personnel, reasons for consideration by the Board of Education. The Board of Education approves all personnel, new hires. Mr. Spear is pleased to announce Audrey Meta as a new social studies teacher at the high school. She joins the team as a brand new teacher, and we look forward to welcoming her to the Raider family. Mr. Spear is also recommending Michael Rose as the second social studies teachers at the high school. Mr. Rose comes with experience teaching high school social studies. We are excited to welcome Mr. Rose to the team. I'm happy to recommend Ms. Tanya Phillips as the Orchard primary principal. We had a large committee of teachers that I'm sure she will verify. Office staff, building administration, and board member participate in 2 interviews, with the second round interview including a staff meeting style presentation on a literacy skill. Ms. Phillips comes with 20+ years of educational experience, and we are excited to welcome her to our team. I'm also happy to recommend Mr. Ron Jacobs as the high school principal. We again had a large committee of teachers, building administration, and board members participate in the 2 interviews, with the second interview including a first 90-day presentation. Mr. Jacobs comes with multiple years of experience as the building administrator, and we are excited to welcome him to our team. So, welcome. And then, last but certainly not least, I'm happy to recommend Ms. Courtney Howley as the administrative assistant, director of pupil accounting. Ms. Howley has extensive experience in the position, and we believe that she will be an excellent addition to the central office team. So, welcome.
Mrs. Smith?
Mr. Eckert,
I move the Board of Education, approve the hiring of the personnel. Mrs. Audrey, Mr. Rose, Mrs. Phillips, Mr. Jacobs, and Ms. Holly. Support.
motion and support. Any discussion?
I really appreciate you guys coming out today. It's really exciting as a board. We don't get to all the buildings during the workday, so it's really exciting to have a face with the name sometimes right away. So thank you all for coming out today.
Anybody else? I echo that. Thank you for being here. We're really excited to have you all. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. That'll bring us to non-RAP contract approval.
Yep. Reason for consideration by the Board of Education. The Board of Education approves the employment contracts of all personnel. We have many staff members that are not part of any collective bargaining agreements and thus have individual contracts with the Board of Education for duties to which they are assigned. The recommended compensation package has been discussed, reviewed with the Board Finance Committee and the athletic director, or for the athletic director position. And this was discussed and recommended by committee 3-0.
Approval of the new position, correct? Mrs. Smith?
Mr. Eckert,
I move the Board of Education approve the personnel as discussed. Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion?
No,
Mr. Ray?
you have to include the name of the individual. I-
Okay, when we looked it up for your packet, it wasn't in there. Okay, so we want to amend the motion? Okay, okay. Mr. Ucker, can you amend your motion then?
What's the name of the candidate again? Sorry.
That's
Oh, yes.
Mr. Brody, you just make an amendment or do you have to? Okay. Thank you.
How will the amended motion read?
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Ucker?
I move the Board of Education, I amend the previous motion to include, Zach Zimmerman as a candidate, for the athletic director.
That's-
As discussed.
We'll get there.
You're good. No, you're good. Yeah, you're good. It's fine.
Mr. Burrow, you have that?
Yep.
It's
Four
fine.
more years ago.
Mr. Burrow, can you reread the amended motion?
I'm finishing right now.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Everybody, we're having a little bit of. grace.
Amended motion. I amend the previous motion include Zach Zimmerman as the athletic director.
Okay. Any other discussion? Huh?
Support.
Motion, yeah, motion, support. Any discussion? None? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. All right. Finance,
No.
right? Oh, sorry. I got you.
New positions, reason for consideration by the Board of Education. The Board of Education approves new positions, which is policy 3111. The district is considering opening a third GSRP section for the 26-27 school year. This would require us to hire a lead teacher and 2 instructional aides to properly staff the class. This would bring us to a total of 3 GSRP classrooms and 1 tuition-based preschool classroom. This was not discussed at the committee level.
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Ecker,
I move the Board of Education approve the addition of a third GSRP class for the 2026-2027 school year.
motion and support. Any discussion?
Could you just detail why it's needed to add that third?
Yeah, so as we, well, this quickly rolls up the priority list there. We had, last time we counted 19 families that were on a waiting list to get into our early childhood programming. And so we've been working with the early childhood team and the ISD, and their responses have been incredible to try to pull this off. And so we're at a point to where we want to get this approved, so we can then start ordering supplies, we can start posting these positions, so we can start hiring the staffing necessary. So it's basically bringing everyone that wants to be part of our early childhood.
And 19 is like almost full class.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
20.
Yep, we have 2 right now at 20, and so this would be the third one at 19. Correct.
Mr. Burns,
I assume like we've crunched the numbers and like adding these staff are covered by the revenue generated by the
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, and Ms. Merrifield can jump in, but yes, we wouldn't qualify for the startup costs that sometimes come with starting a new GSRP classroom, but we did have rollover money from the previous year, and then we would receive money for the additional students enrolled. And that amount is a little bit higher than our normal per pupil foundation allowance as well.
Okay, thank you. And then as a follow-up, the space, we do have the space in the middle school.
Yes, so this would be a second class at the middle school. We had the state inspector come out, that does our licensing on, what was that, last Wednesday. And she already approved our new license to add the class to the middle school. So we're all set there. We did have to displace a teacher, and we're in the process of moving that class into a different room. And we did have to displace Mr. Almont.
Okay.
any other discussion?
Mrs. Smith?
Mr. Ecker,
I think there was a question asked in the work session. How many of these students are Almont students and how many are school choice?
I don't have an exact number on that. I know we place Almont in-district students first, depending on income levels. As far as the school of choice and how many are in Almont or school of choice, I don't have that number. We've been mainly working to schedule the licensing visits, start to assemble the supplies we need, because we know there's probably going to be some lead time in that. So we've been putting our effort into that to try to accommodate all the families that would like to.
And what happens if we're over our allotted school of choice requirements going into kindergarten? So you have an entire class of school of choice here for 19 kids, and then we are over that number when they move on. Do they continue on through Almont, or?
I mean, and they can or no. I mean, if we got into a situation, we'd have to decide whether we, at that point, would want to hire another staff member, or if we would want to limit the school of choice coming. Okay.
Further board discussion.
Yep. Yep.
Later.
Yep. That's a next year, maybe.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Now we're on finance, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, bank account statement. All right, reason for consideration by the Board of Education. The Board of Education approves personnel to sign the check, policy 0154. The high school has two accounts, internal and athletic accounts. We've had a changeover in personnel. I need to update the signer for the internal accounts. This motion will accomplish that. Recommendation, change the authorized official as listed below to sign checks. And this was discussed and recommended by committee 3 to 2.
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Ray,
I move the Board of Education approve the changes as discussed and attached below. Support.
motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. This will bring us to the Chromebook rollout approval.
Yep, reason for consideration by the Board of Education. Policy 6320, purchasing requires amount over $31,321 to be approved by the Board of Education. For the 26-27 school year, we plan to replace the 3rd and 4th grade Chromebook devices, as they were the oldest in the district, as well as 9th grade. The total cost for this year, we anticipate to be around $142,456 for the Chromebook. If approved, we would order them right away, so we would hopefully have them here by the start of the school year. The current 3rd and 4th grade Chromebooks will be used for repairs and as needed for other devices K2. The current 9th grade Chromebooks will be distributed to the larger 5th grade group and used for spare parts. In the future, we plan to annually replace 5th, 9th, and a grade level at the OP. One addition to be noted is that this year we have Chromebook covers already in the district for 9th grade. In future years, both 5th and 9th grade Chromebooks will need covers. This was discussed and recommended by a committee 3 to 0.
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Ray,
I move the Board of Education approve the Chromebook purchase as discussed. Support.
motion and support. Any discussion?
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Burrow,
This does not include the staff purchases, correct?
Correct.
We're still figuring out what we exactly need.
Yep. I have a meeting with Mr. Markland tomorrow or Wednesday to look more in depth at the staff devices and which ones we need to be replaced first. Okay.
any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. This will,
Nope, that's it.
okay. This will bring us to our final questions and comments for anything. Anybody in the audience like to be recognized at this time?
That little rock, paper, scissors.
Well, this is short, so I think you're used to this. So I want to just thank you for the opportunity, and I want to make you proud. We're going to be student-centered. We're going to love kids up. We're going to hold them accountable, though, for their behavior and their engagement and their effort in the classroom. And so I know that when I first interviewed here, I fell in love with this district. I knew when I was in the parking lot, I was like, I want to be a Raider, and it's happened. So I'm very excited about that. And my family is as well. They wanted to be here, but I said, I don't need the stress, so just stay at home. But they'll be here for games and things like that. So they're pretty excited. But again, thank you for this opportunity, and I can't wait for the future.
Thank you so much for having me this evening. It's great to see everyone and meet everyone as well. It is a great honor to be here today. I want to thank the Almont School Board, Mr. Wood, and the Orchard primary community for the great privilege to partner and continue the Almont legacy of success with all of you as Orchard Primary's principal. Furthermore, I'm looking forward to building positive, meaningful relationships with the students, families, staff, and community of Almont, as well as achieving excellence in education together. Thank you so much. My husband also wanted to be here tonight, but he's in Jamaica putting a roof on a church that the hurricane blew off. So he looks forward to meeting everyone as well, though. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Rose, one of the new hires at the high school. I didn't have a speech prepared. Real quick, I just want to thank you guys for the opportunity to work here. This is my 13th or 14th year in education. I actually grew up in Richmond, left there, eventually worked in Chippewa Valley, worked the last 7 years, 6.5, 7 years in Armada. I moved to Almont, actually. I live like 2 minutes that way. I can see the water tower from my backyard. I have a 6-month-old. He's excited to be a Raider. I'm excited to be a Raider. I look really forward to being part of this community and bringing my experience to the classroom. So, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Anybody else in the audience like to be recognized at this time? Anybody from the Board of Education?
Mrs. Smith,
Mr. Burns?
I just want to take a moment to actually thank you for all of your efforts in with the transition, all the transitions going on. You've gone above and beyond helping Mr. Wood get up to speed, making sure that everything's getting taken care of. So thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up today. We're very excited to welcome everyone into our district. I am also happy for the middle school, especially Mrs. Lewis, for the new special education position. That one's been tough to fill. So it's very nice to finally get that. I know she'll be very happy with that as well. Also, shout out to the trap team. That was incredible, amazing. Love to hear their achievements.
Anybody else on the board? I also want to echo Mrs. Rotarius. Thank you to everybody that was here tonight. For our new staff, we're really excited to have you. It's going to be a great year ahead, and just thank you for being here. Any future agenda items? None? Okay. Mr. Burrow?
I move Board of Education and the regular meeting July 27, 2026 at 7:07 p.m. Board?
Motion and support. Any discussion?